Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say a Lope reunion is coming very soon, like maybe even next week. Liam Spencer set his sights on his ex Hope Logan after he beat his fake cancer. Word on the internet is Hope and Liam will make things official this fall, and Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, might blow his top. Thomas Forrester recently returned to Los Angeles, and he's unstable at best. Ridge Forrester's Thorsten K. son lost his mind when his dad dumped his mom and married Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Then Thomas threw a 40-year-old temper tantrum over his parents not being together and attacked his stepmom. It was revealed on The Bold and the Beautiful that Thomas' engagement is over, and he and Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, split. Not one engagement in his life seems to be getting there happily ever after, and Thomas' issues all seem to start last year when Hope Logan, Annika Noel, refused to marry him and he left town. Thomas Forrester has a long history of obsessing over Hope while she's with Liam Spencer. B&B spoilers say that this week Liam and Hope are headed for a reunion, and Lope will be back in the spotlight. Is that going to be the final blow in Thomas' mental breakdown? Are we going to have another mannequin situation on our hands on Bold and Beautiful? Dr. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, should probably stop flirting with Deacon Sharp, Shane Cannon, and worry about counseling her own son before he becomes dangerous. Did Liam Spencer just beat a fake tumor and gunshot wound so that he could get taken out by Thomas? Few things in the Bold and the Beautiful universe are more explosive than the delicate triangle of Hope Logan, Liam Spencer, and Thomas Forrester. The triangle has been poked, prodded, and reignited countless times, and each new spark threatens to set the canvas ablaze once again. This time the embers are reigniting not through romantic betrayal, but through something even more complicated: Thomas' own emotional fragility. The latest spoilers suggest that seeing Hope and Liam together once more will prove to be too much for Thomas to handle. His carefully built sense of stability, his new focus on fatherhood, and his claim that he has moved past his obsession will be put to the test in ways no one could have predicted. What begins as a seemingly innocent run-in spirals into a psychological storm that leaves everyone, from Ridge to Steffi to Brooke, deeply concerned about what Thomas might do next. Hope and Liam's relationship has been through the ringer: divorce papers, custody battles, Steffi interference, and even shocking health scares. Yet somehow, they've always found a way back to each other, at least for the sake of Beth. Recently, Hope and Liam have been inching toward a fragile detente. Not quite reconciliation, but not exactly estranged either. They share a bond forged in heartbreak and healing, and that connection will never fully be severed. The spoiler mill suggests that in an upcoming episode, Hope and Liam are spotted together at Forrester Creations. Their interaction is not romantic, not in the traditional sense, but their comfort level, the easy way they fall into old rhythms, and the subtle intimacy of co-parenting draws attention. Unfortunately, that attention comes from the wrong set of eyes: Thomas Forrester. Thomas has worked tirelessly to convince everyone, especially Hope, that he has put his unhealthy obsession behind him. He has embraced fatherhood with Douglas, thrown himself into designing, and shown the occasional flicker of genuine self-awareness. But when he stumbles upon Liam and Hope laughing together, perhaps even sharing a warm hug after a deep conversation, the cracks in Thomas' carefully constructed mask begin to show. For Thomas, seeing Hope with Liam is not simply about jealousy. It's about rejection, humiliation, and the fear that all his growth has been for nothing. Hope represented his dream, a woman who believed in him, defended him, and at times even forgave him when no one else would. To watch her slip back into Liam's orbit feels like a betrayal of his second chance at love. Spoilers indicate that Thomas will wrestle with intrusive thoughts. He remembers the mannequin incident, the dark spiral where he lost his grip on reality. He recalls the disgust in Hope's eyes when his manipulations were finally revealed. Most importantly, he remembers Liam being the man Hope ultimately chose, time and time again. This realization may awaken Thomas's darkest tendencies. The question becomes, will he suppress them, or will his old obsession reawaken in a more dangerous, calculated form? Naturally, Thomas's shift in demeanor won't go unnoticed. Steffi, who has been juggling her own messy marriage with Finn and the ever-present shadow of Liam, will sense her brother slipping into dangerous territory. Spoilers tease that she will confide in Ridge, pointing out that Thomas' anger seems to be simmering under the surface again. Ridge, caught between pride in his son's apparent redemption and fear of losing him to darkness once more, will be forced into action. He may try to talk sense into Thomas, reminding him that Hope has made her choice and that he has too much to lose by backsliding. Yet Thomas, caught in the storm of his own emotions, may not be receptive. His resentment toward Liam, the man who not only stole Hope but also undermined Thomas in front of Douglas countless times, has never truly gone away. What makes this spoiler arc especially tragic is Hope's persistent blind spot when it comes to Thomas. She has been his biggest defender, much to the dismay of Brooke, Liam, and practically everyone else. She believed in his ability to change, and in many ways, she gave him the motivation to do so. But Hope's kindness could end up being her undoing. Spoilers suggest that she won't immediately realize the effect her interactions with Liam have on Thomas. In her mind, she is simply co-parenting and maintaining a healthy family balance for Beth. But in Thomas' mind, each smile, each gentle touch on Liam's arm, each shared laugh is a dagger to the heart. When Hope eventually notices Thomas' unease, she may try to reassure him. Yet her reassurances could only inflame the situation further. The more she insists there's nothing between her and Liam, the more Thomas may believe she is lying to protect his feelings. As Thomas' emotions bubble, spoilers hint at a confrontation that could change the trajectory of all three characters. Imagine Thomas cornering Liam, accusing him of stringing Hope along, of selfishly inserting himself into her life whenever convenient. Liam, naturally defensive, will fire back, reminding Thomas of all the manipulative schemes he has pulled in the past. The clash will not only be verbal, it will be visceral. Thomas' fury, years in the making, could spill out in a shocking act of aggression. Whether it's a shove, a punch, or something far more dangerous, this confrontation may leave Hope stunned and questioning whether Thomas has truly changed after all. No storyline involving Thomas and Hope is complete without Douglas, the child who has often been the glue and the wedge in equal measure. Spoilers suggest Douglas will once again be pulled into the storm. Thomas' jealousy could make him inadvertently pressure Douglas to reject Liam's presence in their lives. Worse, Douglas might overhear one of Thomas' rants and internalize the message that Liam is somehow a threat to his family stability. This puts Hope in an impossible position. Her maternal instinct to protect Douglas clashes with her loyalty to Liam and her determination to shield Thomas from spiraling. Yet the more she tries to juggle these competing forces, the more cracks begin to form. Brooke Logan, who has never trusted Thomas, will be quick to sense the danger. Spoilers indicate that she may issue a pointed warning to Hope. You can't save Thomas and you shouldn't try. Brooke has seen obsession destroy lives before, and she knows better than anyone that history has a way of repeating itself in Los Angeles. Her warning may fall on deaf ears, but it sets the stage for Brooke to clash with Ridge. Once again, the old battle lines may be drawn. Brooke insisting Thomas is a danger, and Ridge insisting his son deserves faith and compassion. This tug of war could reignite the eternal Bridge versus Tridge war that has fueled the soap for decades. The most tantalizing aspect of these spoilers is the suggestion that Thomas may begin walking the dangerous line between obsession and reality once more. Fans will recall the infamous mannequin storyline, a chilling reminder of how far gone Thomas can become. This time the show may lean less on fantasy and more on psychological tension. What if Thomas begins following Liam and Hope, lurking in the shadows, listening to their conversations? What if he begins plotting ways to undermine Liam, whether by sabotaging his professional life, manipulating Beth's perception of her father, or even pushing Hope into situations where Liam disappoints her? The stakes could rise quickly, culminating in a storyline where everyone must ask, is Thomas beyond saving, or is he simply a man battling demons too powerful to silence? Another layer of this story is Hope's own heart. She has spent years torn between Liam and Thomas, though she never fully admitted the latter. Even when she defended Thomas, she claimed it was about Douglas or about Thomas's talent as a designer. Yet there have been undeniable moments, lingering looks, unexpected kisses, and emotional intimacy that went beyond friendship. Seeing Thomas unravel again could force Hope to confront her own feelings. Did she truly see him as a romantic option, or was he always just a project she wanted to fix? On the flip side, does her renewed bond with Liam mean she's destined to return to him, or will it only highlight that she's clinging to the past? Spoilers hint that Hope will face an emotional reckoning that could shape the next major romantic arc on the show. The beauty of this spoiler is its potential ripple effects. For Thomas, a relapse into obsession could undo years of redemption. But it could also set the stage for a more nuanced story of mental health, accountability, and recovery. For Hope, she may finally be forced to make a clear choice between Liam and Thomas, something fans have wanted for years. For Liam, he may find himself drawn back into a triangle he thought he had escaped, reigniting his old rivalry with Thomas. For Steffi, once again, she may be caught in the middle, torn between loyalty to her brother and her complicated history with Liam. For Rich and Brooke, the eternal clash over Thomas' redemption could once again threaten their marriage. The bold and the beautiful thrives on history, repetition, and emotional intensity. The story of Thomas, Hope, and Liam is a powder keg that has exploded more times than fans can count. Yet this new spoiler suggests a fresh twist. A redemption arc tested, a romance rekindled, and a man triggered by the ghosts of his past. As Thomas watches Hope and Liam grow closer, his world begins to unravel. Will he fight for his sanity, or will he give in to the obsession that nearly destroyed him before? And when the dust settles, will Hope still stand by him, or will she finally accept that some wounds never truly heal? One thing is certain: Los Angeles is about to get a whole lot more dangerous. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTI Fuel UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.